Welcome back to Cask 529, everyone. I'm Brian.
And I'm Shauna.
And we're back with Shauna's favorite episode of the week. What's in the Glen Wednesday? All right, it's time for the random draw.
Bigger basket. We've got a lot more samples in now from people wanting to quit feeling around. Just pick one.
We got a big sample.
Yep.
A3.
A3.
So,
okay.
I'm guessing this is from, we don't know.
It's on the card. I wrote
it's
it on the card.
Okay. Yep. Okay. We have received some samples from other folks that we have done the necessary label changes.
Actually, just labeled over them.
And added them to our...
There you go. Make it a little bit easier to make sure it's even.
We'll leave you a little sip in there.
He's not willing to pour it all out, guys. Check that out.
I'm not, because, well, I'm just not. I don't really need all that.
Are you saying maybe you had a little bit of a rough night?
Possibly. Yeah. I really don't want any bourbon today.
Shoot.
But there'll be days like that. And it's important we just power through it.
This one, it does have a really nice nose, guys. I'm getting some black pepper on it. A little bit of caramel. There's a sweetness to it. I'd say maybe like some dried fruit.
I get the sweetness, but it's a pretty low-key sweetness.
Yeah, low-key. A little bit of tobacco that time. This is a fun nose. Liking what I'm sniffing.
Let's see if you're liking what you're tasting. Wow. That is...
It's like a little play in your mouth. I'm going to go out ahead and say this definitely has to be a finished pour. I'm picking up what I feel is probably some port finish or wine. More of, I'm going to say port, however, it could be more of a like a Cabernet
I'm going to say
something.
that. I'm going to say it's port, and I'm going to say it's a really, really heavy port finish.
Yeah, it's
almost like it almost reminds me like a licorice. It's
I'm not getting that on it, but
it's really thick. That flavor is really thick. I like it, whatever it is.
So with the port or what I am considering to be that wine type finish, I hate to keep saying port because it might be wrong, but with that finish, I'm definitely picking up notes of tobacco. With sweetness, and I think Brian actually might be right. I have this lingering finish that kind of reminds me of some black licorice a little bit. So I think I'm kind of picking up that note that you said. A little bit of spice throughout. It's the viscosity tonight.
Who's had too much to drink?
Let's go back. It's really creamy. It's really thick. Shoot. Sorry, guys. I have not had too much to drink. This, I'm not gonna. I don't think it's very proofy. In fact, I'm not even prepared to say it's 100 proof. I'm not personally getting any type of hug or anything with it.
It's a nice pour. It's interesting. It's kind of a dessert pour, really, that sweetness. It's a lot sweeter on the palate than it was on the nose, in my opinion.
Yeah. I picked up a little bit of leather that time. Again, that tobacco note came through. The finish on it. Spices again, all the way through. Definitely, just maybe a little bit of that licorice on that finish again. It's not very distinct to me, but it's good.
That's what hits my palate right away.
Okay, so I am going to definitely say that this is a bourbon. I think it's finished. I think it's a Kentucky bourbon. Finished. I'm going to say right around the 98 proof point. I'm not prepared to say a distiller on it, but that's what I'm thinking.
I get a little more hug out of it than what you're getting. I don't get a lot of hug, but I do get some. I've got a spice taste in my mouth that is just hanging around there. And I don't think that you mentioned even having that.
No, I said spice throughout.
Okay.
Yeah, a little bit of spice throughout.
It's just lingering. It's just a nice tingle.
Yeah. So what you thinking?
Wow, these are tough. I almost think it's a rye.
Okay.
Actually.
Okay.
And I'm gonna say probably around the 100 to 102 mark.
Okay.
That's my thought.
A rye.
It's good. I like it.
Okay, so
Wow.
this one comes to us from RJ the Fed.
Thanks, RJ.
Yes, thank you. It's Larceny B524, the barrel proof batch B524. 125.4 proof.
B524.
We don't have that.
Is that?
No.
We have 523.
We have 523. I definitely would have never guessed this drank at 125 proof. I didn't
No
even
way.
think it really drank at 100 proof, and so I'm blown away by that. It is a bourbon, not finished, but it has a terrific flavor.
It really
This
does.
is better than any of the Larcenys that we got last year. I don't remember any of them being this good.
We like the 523, but I don't remember it tasting like that.
Yeah.
We have a C batch also that we weren't real fond of. And I can tell by looking at the levels in the bottles which one we prefer over the other.
Well, and to be fair, they kind of got buried in the back there, and so I can't see them very well. So, but now after having this one,
You'll have to revisit.
like to revisit it and
Yeah.
see if it's changed some for me.
Yeah, that's
Because this is delicious.
mhm.
And so I don't know if I think this was released, the B524 was released in May, right?
I believe.
524. So if it's still hanging out, I would definitely, you can get it for MSRP. I'd definitely pick it up. That was a good pour. Very good pour.
Really good.
All
So, another successful what's in the
No, it was
only
a major
because
fail.
it's a good product.
Yes, great product.
Not because we have
No.
any idea what we're talking about.
No, it was a fun though. I loved
It
it.
was. Yeah, these are always good.
I did get one thing right. It's a bourbon.
It's a bourbon. You did. You nailed that.
But it
Good
wasn't
job.
finished, and it definitely was way more than 98 proof.
All right, so that's going to wrap it up for another edition of What's in the Glen Wednesday. If you guys would, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, drop us a comment. Have you had this batch? What'd you think of it? And until next time, be safe, everyone.
Thanks, everyone.